January 2016, week 4. I was trying to get this posted. This is wrapping up January, which has been a pretty, I guess every month is exciting, but first concert of 2016 was this last week, and got to see Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is in concert. Same as with Bluish Cult, and Jefferson Starship was in town as well. But didn't get to go see them. I had tickets, but I had to give mine to Georgia. Gordon wasn't feeling the best. He went through like a 3-day slump, and really wanted me to stay at home, so I did. But one out of two ain't bad. I'm going to post a song at the end by Jefferson Starship. I wasn't sure they were going to play because they had a death of one of their original members, Paul Kantner. And I was just reading, as I was pulling up the computer now, that the violinist from the original Jefferson Airplane had passed away just here today as well. So a couple of passings of Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, and she said they put on a really good show. They kind of dedicated it to him, and on with the show, as they say, and did pretty good. So TJ and Jake and Georgia went off to that. But I was able to get in my concert, which was the one I definitely wanted to see, was Black Sabbath, because they were heading into their end of their final tour. As they're saying at the end. The last album had a song that was the end of the beginning or the beginning of the end. And pretty much that's wrapping it up for them. They had an album that was released probably 2 years ago, 2013. And went to Chicago to see him and was not disappointed. So definitely wanted to see him this last time around. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see these guys back here, but maybe next time. That's how the ball rolls or the cookie crumbles. But with all that said, that's it. So at least got in a concert this month, and looking after Gordon. He goes through his highs and lows. Like now, he's perfectly fine. But for their 3 days, and it went from one day to the next, and by the third day, we had to take him into the hospital because he was feeling really bad. So I was glad that I did stay home and stay with him. But he bounced back and seems to be, I wouldn't say fit as a fiddle, but he's back to what we call normal at this point. But yeah, when the pain and anxiety gets to the point that what we have here for medication doesn't control that, then we have to take him in because he was feeling really bad. But with that said, I'm gonna leave you with. I remember Jefferson, as we was talking about Jefferson Airplane, Jefferson Starship, decades, 60s. Jefferson Airplane played at Woodstock, and some of the members continued on into the 70s with Jefferson Starship, and then into the 80s still continued. I remember a lot of good songs from the 80s, and we got to see Starship. TJ and I went up to Bemidji and seen Boston, and Starship was playing. So the singer from that decade, the 90s, continued on with his version of the group. But Paul Kantner, the one that just passed away, kept the Jefferson Starship name and toured. That's why I was really wanting to see that, because it was the other part. We get these bands that split up, and one forms a group, one forms another group, and they continue the music. Kind of like Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's not have all the original members, but they'll individually go off and do their Pink Floyd tour, so to speak. But this song I remember distinctly. If you think of the 70s, this is it. And I thought about playing earlier Jefferson Airplane song. There's a few of those that are pretty good as well. But this one kept ringing in my head. It's called Miracles by Jefferson Starship. I don't know if you can hear that, but definitely popular, very popular. So January, say goodbye. I'll get this posted the last week before January 16th.